Shutting.
What's your thing? How are we doing?
Really loud then.
Say again?
So you came through really loud then. I think you were just really close to your mic. It was just like,
Get that AMSL, whatever it is.
yeah, ASMR. Be like,
Yeah.
with my mic really close. Be like, let's not do that.
Productive. How we doing? You alright?
Good, mate. I'm not bad at all. You?
Yeah, busy start to the week, but we shall proceed and have lots of success.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, we're back again with this month's Escentual Scents. This month it's Fougere. This is the month that I've been kind of a bit trepidatious about, I think is the word. I think I'm not too sure what to expect. I'm not a massive Fougere lover, but then again, I don't think I've sampled that many Fougere fragrances and of that kind, really, just because I think I've got I kind of like got a thought of what Fougere smells like, and I'm just like, nah, I'm cool with that.
You know what I've got? So when people talk about, right, what is your sort of favorite type of fragrance, whether it's like gourmand or citrus, I had a look at my collection. I've got quite a few Fougere fragrances. So yeah, this will be interesting to see what we've got in here. Is it the typical Fougere that we think?
Yeah, I just kind of like classic. When someone says Fougere to me, like all I think of is like Eau Sauvage type of like barbershop kind of fragrances, and I'm just like, well, they're all right, but I'd never really choose them out of all the kind of ones that are there. They're not necessarily my cup of tea.
I think it'll be interesting to see if there's anything in here that really surprises us that's deemed as a Fougere. I think we've always had one where we've gone, does that fall in that bracket or not?
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. Put it that way. I'm hoping to be surprised. But as always, we will go through now what the results were of last month. So obviously, last month was aquatic, and we felt like we knew at least, did we say 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think there was at least 2.
We said at least 2. We definitely got 2 right, I would say, as well. So that's a start. So the first one, A, was actually Davidoff Cool Water, which upon smelling A from memory, I can't really ever remember thinking that smelled like that. Like, I feel like Cool Water's got a really distinctive smell.
Yeah, it didn't smell anything like Cool Water at all.
I didn't smell anything like it. B, we got straight away, was L'Odyssée pour Homme. We got that pretty much within a couple of minutes. And then C, they threw a little curveball in there. It was L'Odyssée Eau de Toilette, which I think is the female version of the same kind of fragrance. D is a Miller Harris L'Eau Magnétique.
Never tried any from that brand, but I have now.
E, which was our favorite, which is mind-boggling.
It was shocking that we picked this one.
Like we couldn't get enough of this, and considering what we were smelling as well, like we were like, so it's really creamy, it's really fruity, and all this kind of stuff. What it is Ariana Grande Cloud. My understanding is that's a Baccarat Rouge copy, right?
Yeah. I didn't get any of that.
I didn't get that at all from what we were smelling. Like, it smelled really rich and creamy and nothing like Baccarat Rouge. So
it seduced me.
I mean, it was mad. But we did say that it would be another female marketed fragrance, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
F was J-Lo Glow, some old school J-Lo. I think my mum used to have that when I was like really.
I think most ladies have had a bit of glow.
And then G was one that I was adamant that I was right with, and it was correct. It was Le Beau by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And then H, I remember us spelling it and going, "Oh, that's nothing that great." It was just an average. I think what we said was the last one, H, was just exactly what we would expected an aquatic fragrance to smell like. Was Ultra Blue, Mont Blanc Ultra Blue, which was then obviously the newest release from Mont Blanc, which I'm glad I haven't bought.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Blow me away. Blow me away.
Glad I've not bought it. So yeah, anyone that has bought it, I mean that goes quickly as well. Yoshi.
Love the name.
Cool. So yeah, I suppose we can
crack
really
on.
get stuck into this now. With A. Now these are. There's only one that's an interesting color in this pack here, which is C. The rest are all see-through or an off. They look kind of like a off-water kind of color.
Yeah, they're all quite clear, aren't they?
Yeah, but let's go A. Let's do this. Let's spray. Right. A.
Oh.
So this is exactly what I would expect a Fougere fragrance to smell like. This smells very barbershoppy.
Yeah, but you know what I'm getting? Some tobacco.
It smells like shaving cream.
I'm getting the shaving cream, but I'm getting like a tobacco-y pouch smell coming through.
It smells quite familiar.
It is. It's got a freshness to it. It's got that barbershop smell.
Yeah,
I'm getting like a woodiness.
There's a tang to it. I agree.
Yeah.
There is a bit of a tang to it, and it could be tobacco. It's just it's not very sweet. It feels quite dry.
Could be a bit like, what is it, oak moss, like that woodiness, that sort of.
This smells quite similar to Gravitas, you know.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's got that vibe to it. But
it's got the vibe.
But I think it's supposed to be a barbershoppy kind of. I mean, this isn't going to be Gravitas, of course, but it's got that barbershoppy kind of feel to it, hasn't it? And that's exactly what I would expect.
I think Gravitas is a bit more citrus and a bit more brighter than this. I feel anyway.
Yeah, like this is, and this is. I suppose this is a reason for me that I don't really gravitate towards these kind of fragrances, because there's nothing sweet about this at all, and I quite like a sweetness to my fragrance. But
that's all right. Doesn't it's not something that's turning my nose up.
No, it's okay. It's got its appeal, hasn't it? Like,
yeah, pleasant.
It is what it is, and if you like a barbershop fragrance, then it's all right. It just smells like I said, it smells like shaving cream.
Yeah,
it's got a bit of a tang, a bit of a tinge, but yeah,
that's all right.
I'm not reaching for it. Like I would never buy that.
No,
but that's just me, I guess.
Right. So let's see how different B is to A.
Yeah, let's. Very different.
I know what this is. I think. Do I?
Do you?
I feel like I have this, or I've had it. I've smelt it 100%.
This is Le Male.
It is Le Male.
This is Le Male.
It is 100%. It's the original.
Yeah. This is Le Male.
Yeah.
Sweet. There is that minty kind of freshness to it. There's a vanilla under the background, but there is that. This is Le Male.
Yeah.
Unmistakably,
yeah.
It it feels cold, which is coming from the mint, I think.
I've not smelt Lamal for a long time.
But yeah, neither have I. But you know when you smell it.
Yeah, it's very distinctive. It's nice. I like Lamal.
Yeah, there's nothing to dislike about Lamal, I think.
And I always forget it would fall under that Fougere. This is what I was talking
Yeah.
about. This would be something I would have in the collection, and I'd forget that it would fall under the Fougere category.
If this isn't the original version of Lamal, it is a version of Lamal. Like it could be like Fresh or something like that. But this is unmistakably. This is unmistakably Lamal.
This is definitely the original, and I think it's 100% gone through sort of reformulations. It's nowhere near what it used to be when I bought it when I was younger. But
I've never owned it.
Yeah, it's definitely Lamal.
But yeah, like you said, it's got that like a lavendery, minty kind of feel, but there is a sweetness to it from the vanilla that it is kind of like notoriously famous for.
Yeah,
it's lovely. It's that you can really see, and
yeah,
you can. I suppose it makes you appreciate it a little bit more, really, when you haven't smelled it for a while, and then you go back to it, and you can still kind of say, even though this came out like in the first 10 years of me, this came out like 90s. I was born in 1990. And this came out before I was 10 years old, and it still smells good now.
Yeah. This has got the freshness of it, and then you've got that little sweetness that you were talking about that the first one doesn't have.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't go wrong with that. That's Lamal. Yeah, for sure.
Yoshi, I've not tried that one. I need to try that Essence.
No, I've not tried that either.
Yeah, it's one.
Right,
I want to try the new one as well. Not tried that yet. Parfum.
Oh, I've got a sample of it. I've still not tried it. I got a sample of it sent ages ago, and I've still not really tried it. Right, so C is the only one that's got a bit of colour to it.
It's like a bit of a purple, isn't it?
All right, let's. Oh god, the sprayer on this one's kind of dud.
This one's quite similar to the first one, but I feel that it doesn't have that woody element.
See, I prefer this to the first one. I feel like this has got a bit. I feel like this has got less of a shaving cream, lavendery kind of smell. This has got a little bit more nuance to it, which makes it a little bit. It makes it stand out above just your average Fougere. Like I would say, I mean, obviously we're going to go back to the dry down, but A is exactly what I was expecting from a Fougere fragrance. That would be in my opinion, based on first sniff, the quintessential Fougere fragrance.
Yeah. Hey Heather, how you doing?
Whereas this is, I don't know, this kind of smells a little bit furniture polishy though.
I get that. I think it's a bit watery.
Yeah.
I think it's got like an aquatic Fougere type of vibe.
Yeah, it's nice. Like you said, there is that similarity of this and A, because it's got. I feel like there's the lavender in it is. There's something that's connecting them both. Let me just smell it again.
It's fading quite fast. It's not.
Yeah, A is not my cup of tea at all.
Yeah, this isn't I don't believe this would last long. It's fading very quickly. I think this would probably be quite a cheap one. I'd be very surprised if this is an expensive fragrance.
Yeah, it's okay. But to me, it smells a little. I don't know. It feels like it's an old-fashioned fragrance trying to be new.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not gonna change the world, is it?
No, 100% not.
And it's 100% nowhere near as good as B.
This one's quite a clear one again.
Very clear. All right. D. It's better.
This is Sauvage.
This is Sauvage.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've worn it that much. I'm confident it's Sauvage.
Yeah.
That sweetness, the
metallic-y vibe to it. Yeah.
It's got that
It's got a bit of a
ambroxan.
Yeah, it's the ambroxan that is it's Sauvage. I couldn't tell you whether it's the Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, or I think this might be the EDT.
Yeah, I think this would be the original, 100%. And again, this is another fragrance that I forget would fall into the Fougere line. And
yeah,
it's
I mean,
one that I've got.
You smell this everywhere you go. So
yeah.
I don't feel like I've been in a pub in the last 5, maybe last 10 years and not smelt this.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident this is
yeah, Sauvage. I mean, it's unmistakable, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty much like the Eau Sauvage. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like beer, isn't it? You smell it, you instantly recognize it.
Yeah. All I'm thinking about
is really strange. Like, because you can't be sure, you can really see why people compare Sauvage to Aventus. Like, they hold those similarities because there's something there. And as well, you know what this smells like as well? And again, people compare it again, Office for Men. It's the ambroxan hit, mate.
Yeah.
It smells like Office for Men.
Yeah. It's got that. It's that ambroxan. It's loud.
It's a citrusy ambroxan, and it's like you said, it's unmistakable for what it is.
So I think we've got 2 so far, mate. Out of these,
we've got 2 out of the 4. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like the thing with Sauvage is it gets a bad rep because obviously it's worn by everyone, but there's a reason it's worn by everyone. It smells nice. It does smell nice.
It's just like 1 million though, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a bit oversaturated and too many.
It gets old because that's all you smell, but that's all you smell because it smells fucking good. Like it smells good. So
it's mass appealing.
I don't own the bottle though.
Yeah, I've got one. It's lasted a very, very long time. So we've got Sauvage and we've got Le Male.
Let's just go back to Le Male. Hang on.
It is Le Male.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
The
sweetness is amped up in it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Overspraying sausage should be a capital crime. I mean, yes, in both regards, whether it's sausage or Sauvage.
Some people might like a bit of overspraying on the sausage.
Yeah, whatever tickles your pickle.
Matt, thanks for joining us, mate.
How's it going, mate? Right, let's do E.
Right, E.
Right, I feel like we've got a 50% hit rate so far.
Yeah. I'm surprised actually with Fougere.
Okay, so that's got a bit of a fruity smell. That's got a bit of a fruitiness to it.
That's very fruity. Big time.
Very orangey. Very citrusy orangey. That's all I'm getting right now. It's orange.
It's like that's all I'm getting is just pure fruit at the start.
There's something coming out in the background now. It's kind of like the standard, and again, it could be.
It's nice.
Lavender is coming through.
Yeah, that freshness. I think it's quite heavy on the fruit. Very heavy on the fruit.
Yeah, this one for me is more of a palatable Fougere, because it smells quite traditionally Fougere.
Yeah,
but it's got that sweetness from the fruit that I quite enjoy.
I don't think if I was to not know this category, I probably wouldn't put it in Fougere.
No, because it's quite fruity, isn't it?
Yeah, very fruity for me. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. I think it's just very heavy on the fruit. that sort of orange is
Yeah, the orange is. Oh, it could be Ted Hermes.
could be
It
Dunhill.
really could be.
Not even heard of that one, Matt.
Yeah. I don't know actually, because Ted Hermes has got more like a burnt orange, and it's quite a. Because I've got a sample. I've got a decant of the EDP of that, and it's quite. I don't know. It's quite loud. I mean, but this is quite loud in terms of its. It could be, you know.
Could be a good shout, Yoshi. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice, but I think this, for me, it's very heavy on the sort of citrus fruits.
And the reason that I suppose Ted Hermes fits that category is because of the orange. Like,
Yeah.
that could be a huge shout. Does it? Does Ted Hermes fall into a Fougere category? I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's the thing. Some of these surprise me in terms of what
Yeah.
category they actually fall under.
Like you say, like things like Sauvage, like
Yeah. Right. What are we on now?
F.
Sausage.
That's nice.
That was like this is surely a female marketed fragrance, don't you think?
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is nice.
It's really sweet. It's really
It's nice in the air, that isn't it?
That's almost kind of toffee-y, isn't it? Like caramelly.
Are you going for another woman's fragrance as your number one? Are we picking another female marketed
Hey,
fragrance?
mate, I mean,
3 months in a row.
I would happily wear Cloud and that Libra. What was it?
Intense.
YSL Libra Intense, mate. I'd wear that shit all day long. This could be Scandal. Scandal.
No,
I say it like that for the Jeremy Fragrance. Scandal.
No, I've got a sample of Scandal. Doesn't smell like Scandal.
Does it not?
No.
Because this has got a really sweetness to it. Like, this feels more gourmand than it does anything else.
Yeah. It reminds me of...
Matt, it reminds me of one of yours.
It reminds me of one of the... Which one did we choose? That was E. And it might have been the Ariana Grande one. Where it was the creamy one. Which one was the creamy one?
Yeah, the Cloud.
Yeah. Reminds me a little bit of that.
Kevin, how's it going, mate? This is really, really nice. And you know what's really annoying? It's the second half again.
Yeah.
It's the second half.
You gotta wait for what it's gonna be. Kevin, thanks for joining us, mate.
Right, that one. But again, this does not fit for me into the category of Fougere at all.
No.
What is this?
It's going to be a female fragrance, 100%.
It's really sweet. Yeah, mate, it's got that kind of like, I don't know, it's got that kind of sweetness, that stronger with you kind of vibe to it. That kind of sweetness to it. Not like a bubblegum sweetness, more like a sugary kind of sweetness.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying,
you know what?
Coffee.
I'm finding quite a lot of these newer designer fragrances for men have got that bubblegum scent, and I'm getting quite bored of it. So
yeah, I feel
like your Azzaros, and there's quite a lot of them who are using that, and it's just getting a bit too familiar and not as creative.
You mean like the Invictus kind of bubblegum?
A bit more the like really sweet bubblegum.
You mean like the sugary sweet kind of stuff?
Yeah, like
it's like
most wanted.
I think caramel is being used in a lot of fragrances recently.
Yeah, it's just I'm getting a bit bored of the newer releases that are using.
The thing is, when you use caramel quite heavily, in a fragrance, and then if you add something like vanilla or tonka to it, which most do, it all just ends up smelling very samey. They all kind of just blend into one because the caramel is such a strong smell. It all just smells like caramel, which is not a bad smell, but you can't really distinguish one from the other because they all just smell similar. And this has kind of got that vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's got something else to it as well that I can't. It's nice though. I do quite like it. I do quite like it.
All right. Right. G.
G.
G. Oh, flipping heck.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Got some spicy cumin. That is.
Oh my gosh. What is in that?
That is full on sort of curry, spicy.
That smells like it just smells like a handful of spices. Like someone just went in and got a load of mixed spice and just went.
I'm getting like pepper. I'm getting a strong pepper.
Cumin was the strongest thing that I can smell.
Cumin, pepper. I'm getting like
It's got this really chemical. It's kind of hurting my head. It's getting right behind my eye. So there's a lot of spice to this, but it's got like this kind of chemical-y smell that smells like. And the only way I can describe it is kind of like toilet cleaner kind of smell.
This reminds me of your black pepper that you twist.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picking up.
What the hell is this?
100%. I would not wear this. And I don't. This surprises me that it's under Fougere because this is like full on.
Mate, that just smells like a bag of chemicals to me.
Unless it dries down completely different.
I don't think that's dried down to anything.
I don't think it will.
Fucking hell. I was preparing myself from what you said, but even then it was.
That opening was rough.
I mean, it's still rough. Mate, my life.
Matt, mate, you need this in your lineup. If it will sell buckets.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's now it's dry and it's mellowing out on the spice. But all I'm getting, all I'm getting is like chemicals. It just smells like it smells like a scented bleach. That's what I get from this.
It's calming down now. It's not as heavy, so it does calm down.
But yeah, it's just fucking hell. Like,
I think that was a bit day and night, wasn't it? From where we went from the sweet and citrus,
super sweet to Jesus Christ.
I'm very intrigued to see what this is.
Yeah, to avoid it at all costs.
This is definitely number one on the list.
Fragrances that I never want to smell again in my entire life. Oh, that was.
I'd never expect that to be a Fougere fragrance at all. As what you deem a Fougere to be.
You know what I was thinking of immediately? You know how we had previously, we had Declaration was it Declaration Parfum?
Yeah.
We did it with Tony. He said that Declaration, that the original, also has this very strong cumin note, and it's one that's got it's got fucking shitloads of notes in it, and that's what initially I thought it might be because that's a see-through bottle. That's a clear fragrance. Fucking hell, stuck in the back of my throat.
Strong.
I can't.
This would empty a room out.
Yeah, I can't fuck with that. I can't. I mean, you'd get is this leaking? You'd get noticed wearing that, but I'm not sure all for the right reasons.
Right, H, man.
Please be better.
This is like for bubble gum. Oh, what is this?
Hmm.
Are you getting that bubblegum vibe?
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's annoying me. I feel like I know this.
And this is what I'm talking about. That bubblegum scent is very familiar.
Yeah.
And it's in a lot of these designer fragrances. This could be an Azaro.
Hang on.
Very heavy on the bubblegum.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of that color as well. I mean, it could be Azaro, not wanted by night, but it could be Azaro wanted. It's got that bubblegum.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, I would imagine any teenager, any age between 15 up to someone the age of 25 wanting to smell like this. Like, it's just super sweet. It literally smells like bubblegum. Oh, fucking, that's tickling my nose.
This is a mass pleaser.
You know what this could be?
100%.
It could be Mont Blanc. What's Mont Blanc's interpretation of Invictus? Spirit. Is it Mont Blanc Spirit? The one in the white bottle?
I know which one you're on about.
I'm getting a heavy Invictus vibe from this.
I think it's too bubblegummy.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm getting a heavy Invictus vibe. Like, not Invictus Aqua, just Invictus.
In general. Fate for Men and Waj is very heavy.
Legend Spirit, that's the one. Yoshi, yeah, that's the one. Mont Blanc Legend.
You know what? It's not a bad smell at all. But
it's nice. It's very nice, but it's very safe. It's very masculine. It's very juvenile to kind of like categorize it as a fougere as well. Whereas I would always kind of consider fougere to kind of be kind of marketed towards a more mature nose.
Yeah.
Just because fougere was, when in the 70s and 80s and all that kind of stuff, and then it changed into the 90s and going forward. That's why I would always consider it as more mature. But this is, I would probably, if I didn't know this was a fougere, I'd probably categorize this as maybe aquatic.
Yeah. It's nice.
Because it's very weak as well. Is that my other thing? Like, it's starting to fade. I don't know if it's because we're getting used to it, but it's just. But yeah, I think this could be a Mont Blanc Legend flanker.
Yeah,
because I know Legend Spirit is their interpretation of Invictus, and that's what this smells like to me. It's not Invictus. It's clearly not Invictus, but it smells like it's trying to be, which is what all of the bubblegum fragrances since that came out smell like.
I'm smelling A.
Yeah,
I'm just going back through with the dry downs.
Let's go back. So let's go to
A has lost that sort of tobacco woodiness, and it's gone like really fresh.
It just smells really. Again, this is what I would have expected a Fougere to smell like. It smells extremely barbershoppy. Smells. You can smell the lavender. It smells like shaving cream. It's very, very dry. Very dry.
Yeah, very, very big on that shaving cream now.
Yeah,
I'm really picking that up on the dry down. Like
old school shaving cream. This is as old school as they come to me. Like in terms of fragrance, like it's what I would think that kind of like anyone over the age of 50, 60 would smell like if they were going to choose a fragrance, because
Tony,
that's what they kind of grew up with.
Yeah. All I'm thinking now, smelling this, is just getting the old white foam.
Yeah.
Lather in the face, and you can smell that
Yeah,
shaving.
and there's like
Shaving cream.
I mean, it's not, and the thing is, like, I bash it and I say, I would never do it. I would
Go
never.
on, then. Give it a bash.
I could bash it right in front of everyone on the internet and probably get taken off of YouTube. I sit there and I say that no, I would never buy it and stuff like that, and I've got a preconception of what Fougere smell like and stuff, but they're not unpleasant. They've got their own they've got their appeal. And it's not a bad thing. It's just I lean towards more sweeter fragrances and more kind of modern fragrances. It's probably just because of the age in which I grew up. But
do you know what I do like though? With some of these Fougere fragrances, when you smell them on other people, some of them smell amazing.
yeah, and obviously we're smelling these on cars, and I imagine on skin they're gonna be different. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. It kind of reminds me of my granddad a little bit, and not in a bad way, but it's just that's the kind of association that I've got with these types of fragrances. Yeah, that munchy fragrance lover. Yeah, like bash it. There's quite a strong lavender. Like I can smell lavender very, very prominently in this.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and it's nice, and it's a barbershop fragrance, and it's what you would expect from a barbershop fragrance. And if that's this is kind of like what I mean by like the Eau Sauvage type of fragrance. Like that's what I expect from a Fougere.
You know what? The Lamal
Was
really
that B or
B. It's died down, I feel.
Oh, mate.
And I think this is where
that's beautiful. I need to get me a bottle of this. Like, I forget how good this is.
But I'm finding the performance is quite shy.
I just that combination with the vanilla in it as well, running through it all, and it feels cold. It feels
smells great.
But
so because I think Tony, we think it's the original.
Oh, Yoshi, hang on. Wow. Dude, that could be Beau de Jour.
What, this one?
No, A.
Oh, A. Could be.
Did they stock Tom Ford? I don't know if they stocked any Tom Fords.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Could be.
I suppose we'll have to. In fact, whilst you're still getting familiar with B, let me just have a quick gander, because if they stock it, then it might be that.
Lamal, I think. Yeah, is nowhere near what it was when I first started buying it when I was younger. It's really sort of, I don't know if it's like watered down version.
Yeah. No, they don't. They don't stock.
They don't stock it.
But it's that type of fragrance. Yeah, it's that A is the kind of that type of fragrance. It's very lavendery, very barbershop. What you expect, and I even said at the start when we initially sniffed it, it reminds me of Gravitas because it's got that kind of barbershoppy feel.
Yeah,
dude, I need to get. And I know you're saying that the performance on this because you can remember it from when you bought it way back when, but. Oh God, you just can't beat a legend, can you? Like there's a reason it took the world by storm, because it's absolutely gorgeous. Dude, that's so good. Why don't I own this?
It's because it gets forgotten about.
Yeah, it's
because there's so many new ones.
It's so good. That being said, my favorite fragrance at the minute that I'm kind of dousing myself in is CK1. Like talk about 90s throwback. Ooh.
I can't smell anything. I feel this is totally gone for me, C.
No,
it's vermooshed.
You know what it smells like?
What?
It smells like violet. Like Parma violet.
Yeah, I get that. Slightly. But I feel that it's very faint. It's like, I don't know if it's because I've not sprayed as much on it or what, but yeah.
Yeah,
This
like
isn't something where I'd get wafts of it walking around.
I can't remember what I said when we initially sprayed it, but
I think this one was just yeah, it's all right. It's an okay one. Nothing.
yeah, as though it's not
Moving
gonna
away.
change the world. I think we said, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's like I think the dry down's much better than on this than it is the opening because I quite enjoy that. Again, it's not the I suppose the caveat is I don't think I'd buy it.
no,
I wouldn't buy it, but it's nice.
yeah, it's decent.
But again, it's not the type of fragrance that I kind of like draw myself to. All right, let's go to D, which we said was Sauvage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sauvage.
yeah. I mean, there's no
100%
other.
Sauvage.
You don't even have to
It's weird how different it smells on this.
spray it on your hand. I mean, it's
Yeah, we know it's Sauvage, but it's
yeah.
just how different it can smell on here. So I think
All it is ambroxan. Like this,
Yeah.
this could be
the
office.
Ambroxan Beast.
Yeah, this could be Office for Men. I mean,
Yeah,
like if you put the two next to each other, and that's what I. And to be fair, that's what I love about Office for Men is how kind of like in your fucking face that it is with you. It's like so unapologetic with it.
power,
It's like strength. But yeah, like it's the citrus ambroxan, like the combination of the two is just it's why it's adored. It's why it's adored by everyone.
Could be Luna Rossa Carbon, but
No,
I think
no.
this is a lot louder than the Luna Rossa.
No, because I can't. Luna Rossa Carbon's got lavender in it, hasn't it? But this is I don't get lavender in this. This is like we said it right away.
We picked that straight away, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we knew where that is.
Right.
E. What did we say about E?
This was the fruity one, and it's still.
It could be Terre d'Hermes, you know.
Could be, absolutely. I think. Oh, what's that dry down?
This is.
Do you know what this is reminding me of now? It's reminding me of mojito. There's like a mintiness to it that I'm picking up. It reminds me of like you finished your mojito and it's at the bottom and everything's all soaked up.
I get that. It's like the actual kind of leaf, the mint leaf.
Yeah.
Tony, when you spray this, it's unmistakably orange. And this is, I mean, I think it was Yoshi. When we said it, Yoshi kind of said it could be Terre d'Hermes. And I've got the EDP of Terre d'Hermes, and I don't think this is it. So it could be the EDT.
This is like a minty orange with the dry down. Hugo Boss Energize. I've not smelt that one.
I can remember Boss in Motion. I've still got a bottle of that I bought fucking years ago, and that had a good orange vibe running through it as well. Yeah, I would say that's what this is. Terre d'Hermes could be a shout with this one.
Yeah. All I'm getting now is that mojito vibe,
and that could be the vetiver. That could be the green.
Could
be the green running through it.
It's nice. I like the.
I mean, I really like the EDP. I really like the EDP. That the decant I've got of the EDP. It's loud though. It's a very very loud. Like when I spray it, like you only need a couple of sprays and you can smell yourself for fucking ages.
It's making me want a mojito now.
Mojito,
baby.
Right, let's go for the Spice Bomb F.
Energize has a bit of mint on top, but it's pineapple, not orange.
Let me have a look to see if they stock it, because that'll be the telltale sign.
Could be a good shout, Matt. Could be a good shout. F.
Has it got any better?
I think it's quite still got that creamy.
So they do sell Hugo Boss Energize.
Do they? Matt could have hit it bang on.
Hang on.
But it did feel like it was more orange than pineapple. That was the thing.
Yeah. Hang on. What? F. I thought F was the spicy one.
No.
What's F?
F is the sort of female one.
Oh, that was the really sweet one, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not looking forward to going back to G.
I'm not looking forward to G at all.
Yeah, still smells nice, I think. It's lasted.
This sugary sweetness is now developed into that a bit more of a bubblegummy sweetness now for me.
Yeah.
It's
This
more
is very similar to the sort of Ariana Grande one, the Cloud.
yeah, very.
Very similar. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's got a creaminess to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Let's go to G. Jesus.
Let's go to the dirty one. Let's go to the spice.
Fucking hell. Right, here we go.
You have to say it with a lisp. Spice.
Oh, I don't really want to fucking put this to my nose.
Oh, God. That has got worse. Flipping heck.
Fuck. Jeez. Lord have mercy.
Oof. This is rough. Rough.
Power. Fuck. Right. Okay. Well, let's try to be objective here.
Yeah.
Right. It smells like a handful of spice and chemical.
Yeah. This is
it's fucking headache inducing. Craft. Yeah, all I can smell is toilet cleaner and cumin. That's all I can smell.
cumin is strong as fuck in this. Big time.
I'm saying that this is what we said before. Declaration, right? Declaration parfum. This is declaration. Ugh. It's in the back of my throat. It's fucking
I'm
miserable.
very intrigued to see what this one is. You know what we need? We need a Jeremy fragrance soundboard. So we can just blast out.
I reckon we could download some of them and put them as kind of like videos that we could be able to like an overlay that we'll be able to play.
Yeah. You know what, Tony? This one.
Tony, that's the reason that I'm saying declarations because of you. Because I remember when you talked about it and we spoke to you about it, that you said it's got this really strong curry kind of smell because of the cumin, and that's exactly what that smells like. It smells like that, but just mixed in with like a shitload of everything. And I know that Declaration's got like 1,000,001 notes in.
Thing is, I think curry's got a nice smell with the cooking and stuff.
Yeah,
this is just.
I'm not smelling it anymore. It's giving me a fucking headache. Like, it's horrible.
This is definitely a Valentine's fragrance.
What, the H or G? A Valentine's fragrance if you hate the person that you're with.
Date night.
Oh, this has changed. It's less sweet now. Less bubblegummy.
I'm still getting that huge bubblegum vibe.
It's very watery. It's got that kind of background to it. It feels quite. And again, this is what confuses me about this being classified as a fougere, because this feels more aquatic to me than anything.
I feel like this is so familiar. And I think it's
I'm still saying that's Mont Blanc Legend Spirit or whatever it's called, that one with the white bottle. So we've put a name to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
5?
Yeah, we've put a name to 5 of the 8.
What's up, Margie?
Yeah, 5 out of 8. That's the most that we've been able to put a name to so far.
We'll try to put a name. I think we're confident with 2.
Very minimum. We've got the first 2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's an absolute. Oh, that's an absolute given for B and D. What's the confidence level on being correct? 100%.
Yeah, for Lamal and Savage, definitely.
100%. Like you can't not know what they are.
Yeah,
Like you can't not know what they are. So
it's got to be 100%.
I mean, maybe not so much Lamal now, but like if you gave D as a tester strip to kind of most people, they would tell you it was Sauvage, and that's not just for people that are kind of like into fragrances. Like most people could tell you that's Sauvage straight up.
Yeah, I think it's too recognizable.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
Right, what are you going for?
And then E was saying Ted Hermes. G was saying Declaration.
Yeah.
And H, I'm saying Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. You're not though.
No. It's very familiar. I don't know if it's one of the Azaros. But then
I mean, don't get me wrong, mate. This could be Azaro Wanted, not Wanted by Night, because it's got that. I know that Wanted has got that bubblegumminess to it as well.
Yeah,
Could be.
I'm not sure.
Could be. It very well could be. But the problem is that so many fragrances have that kind of bubblegum nuance. I would say nuance, but it's more kind of just. It's so fucking
same profile, isn't it?
Yeah. What's my favorite? Right. Lamal.
Favorite?
Out of all of these, B is my favorite. Surprisingly, like I said, there's a reason it dominated for so long. Yeah, and then that.
I think I'm gonna go.
Okay,
I've got my top 3.
So have I, and I've not put Sauvage in there on purpose because even though I like the smell of Sauvage, I feel like it's cheating putting anything Sauvage in there.
Yeah.
So
right.
My
what are you
top,
going?
So my
go for number 3.
Number 3, C.
Oh, interesting.
Going back and smelling it, like I know that we said that at the start, like it wasn't going to change the world or anything like that, but the more I smell it, the more I'm liking it.
Interesting.
It's got that. Hang on, let me just see in E. Oh, it's a close one between the two, actually. No. Hang on. Oh, I'm struggling. So I'm struggling for number 3 between C and E.
So I've gone F. F is my number 3. It's that sweet one that you like.
That's my number 2.
My number 2 is the.
Oh, you know what? My number 3 is E, and I think it is Ted Hermes because there's a bit of familiar. My favorite. My third is E. My second is F.
F for number 3. E, the citrus one. The mojito is number 2. And then, I think Lamal, you can't beat bit of Lamal.
Yeah.
But I think the mojito one is very close because I've not smelled anything like this, and it's quite interesting. And I like it, and it makes me want to drink.
Is that E? Dude, I think that is Ted Hermes.
It's very nice. I think it may want me to purchase a bottle.
Dude, I'm going to have to go out and buy a bottle of Lamal. I know it's not the newest or craziest purchase, but my God, it's fucking good, isn't it?
So Matt thinks that the one that smells like cloud could be Narciso Rodriguez.
Rouge. Tried that recently and
Mm.
thought. But the thing is, I don't feel like this smells like BR540. The reason that we say cloud, Matt, is because last month, when we smelt cloud, we smelt it and we didn't think that it smelled like BR540. We didn't know that it was cloud until afterwards, of course, but we didn't pick up those BR540 vibes at all.
It was like a very creamy.
It felt almost kind of like strawberries and cream, almost, didn't it? It had a really kind of rich creaminess to it.
Yeah, not like a sort of candy floss sweet fragrance.
I really want to know what this F is, dude. Like, I really want to know what it is because it's nice. But again, it's becoming more bubblegummy as I'm smelling it. Like, it's getting less kind of sugary sweet and becoming more bubblegum sweet.
I think I want to know this mojito one. It's that nice mint that soaked up the drink at the end.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I mean, there's some. I mean, my least favorite is obviously G for show, because that is
G is bottom of the barrel.
I mean,
absolute
G is
rough.
Oh, shit.
Rough.
Fuck.
It's getting worse. Oh. It's getting bad. I would really want to know what this is, and I think
G is fucking mental. Like, why? Oh my god! Like, I want to know. I would love to know what G smells like on skin, but I am not putting that on my skin. I'd have to be paid for that shit. So, Matt, we find out A to D. We find out on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then E to H, we find out 2 weeks from Thursday.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating because we know what 2 of the A to Ds are. So yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, we know what's coming with that one. It's the later ones that we want to know, isn't it?
Yeah, we always have it where it's the later ones that we want to.
You always have to wait
a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting though. It's really, I really like this because it really gets your noses, your senses going. And
dude, jeez,
this is rough.
I think it's so bad.
I think this would be an expensive one.
But the thing is, like, when you smell the sweeter ones, like smell F, like really, really sweet F, right? Get a good whiff of it, and then go into G. It almost amplifies it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've got a sore throat coming along from just.
You wouldn't not want to have this on your neck, and you go in for a little cheeky sniff.
I just don't understand why anyone would want to smell like this. Because it's just like it was.
Thanks, Heather.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's pungent. It's pungent.
I think you'd have to slap someone for smelling that bad.
Fuck. And I'm like, if we find out this is like a fan favorite, I'm sorry, but fuck it, don't come near me wearing this. I'm gonna be straight with you.
Cool.
No shit, man.
You know what? I actually really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I like this a hell of a lot more than I was expecting it to.
Yeah, I thought that the Fougere would be a bit.
I was expecting all of them to smell like Ed. If I'm being honest, I was expecting every single one of them to have that barber shop feel, and that I really, and that's because that's what I associate with Fougere. I really wasn't looking forward to this one because I thought I'm not going to like any of them. But even A is enjoyable for what it is. I would never, like I say, I would never choose it. I would never buy it, but it's not horrible. It's not like G.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Matt, if you did like that, I'm sorry. I know that you're a lovely guy, and
you'd be punished.
I couldn't.
You would be punished.
Yeah.
But yeah, really enjoyed the Fougere one. Surprised me, and yeah, it was totally different to what I was expecting. And what's the next one? What's the next month then coming up?
It is new releases again. Next month is new releases. So October new releases. November is warm fragrances. Warm, baby. Ooh, warmth.
I thought there was amber. Was there an amber?
I think they've changed it from amber to warmth, and then December. December is gourmand.
Okay, gourmand. I'll be looking.
So you got warm and gourmand, but I suppose most of the fragrances in the warm ones are probably going to be amber fragrances, because amber is a very warming note, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so the next couple of months should be interesting, because we had a new releases one a couple of months ago, and now we've got another new releases one. So I think it's going to be anything that's been released in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
So they're going to be really, really new. So I'm betting any money Scandal's probably going to be in there.
More than likely.
Because it's one of the latest ones that's come out.
I'm sure Elixir might be in there.
Elixir, I don't know. I mean, they'll sell it, of course. Yeah, the Elixir's in there. There might be that new Parfum de Marly in there.
How we doing? Dude. Hey, Mark, thanks for joining us, mate.
Yeah, so that next month's going to be an interesting one, and then, like I said, the warm one. Warm is that's open to interpretation, isn't it? Like, warm could be nice and sweet and really luxurious. The warm could be, a really warm, dank fart. So it could be one of the two.
Could be a dirty curry fart.
Speaking of dirty curry fart, G is fucking horrible. Right. Yeah. So the next couple of months are going to be an interesting one. I'm really looking forward to December, if I'm being honest. The gourmand one. Really looking forward to that, because we love a gourmand, don't we? We love a good gourmand. Was there anything else?
What we got on tomorrow, Ant?
So yes, we've got 2 in 2 days. Just need a break after that. Put my feet up. So tomorrow we've got another live stream with someone that's in the chat, Mr. Tony, Mr. Predicted. Myself, Tony, and Barry are going to be doing a review on some fragrances by a perfumologist. And that's going to be at, I believe we set it at 8:30 tomorrow evening. So if you are interested to see what our thoughts are on that, feel free to drop on by and let us know what you think. Because we'll be letting you know what we think. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. And I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm looking forward to running a live with having other people in the live as well. It's always nice when we've got guests on and stuff like that. So yeah. So, but yeah, we'll. Oh God, that G is really giving me a bit of a headache.
Listen, Ant, just go and treat yourself and give
it
a little spray.
Go and bash it.
Go bash it and put it on the bin.
Mate, I don't care. Like, usually what I do is once we've packed this all the way, I put them back in the boxes. I'll write down beneath it which each one is, just so in case you want to go back and spray it, that fucker's going in the bin. Like, I ain't ever going back to that shit. Like, no chance. Yeah, that one's going straight in the bin, because I ain't ever wanted to smell that again. Anyway, we'll leave it there, shall we? I think
so thank you very much to everyone that joined us today.
Yeah, it's been fun having you all get involved, and I think that without some of your suggestions, I don't think we would have guessed 5 out of these 8. I mean, don't get me wrong, we could be wrong, but we've got some educated guesses there. So I'm hoping that we get close to those 5. And like I said, we're definitely going to get 2. So, but thanks very much, and
enjoy your evening, day.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you later, peeps.
Bye.
Rough.
Craft, power, strength. Love you.
That was great.